Oasis City kids, welcome to Kids Church. Are you ready to do a game with me? We're gonna do a scavenger hunt. Cause last time I was here, we also did a scavenger hunt and I liked it. So we're doing it again. Are you ready? I need you to find me something that bounces. Ready, set, go. All right, what did you find? Show me what you found. Nice, nice. Not sure how bouncy that is, but nice, good job. I found a ping pong ball and it even says Oasis City on it. So extra points for me. Ready? Let's see it bounce. I think that's good enough and it makes good sounds. Okay, next thing. Find me something that you use to make crafts. Go. Okay, we're back. What did you find? I found a popsicle stick. Fun fact about me, I used to love making things out of popsicle sticks. Okay, let's find two more things. Find me something that you can write your name with. Bonus points for creativity. Ready, set, go. And we're back. What did you find? Show it to me. Okay, looks pretty good. I found a fabric marker. I can write my name on my jeans, but I won't because my mom will get me in trouble. Don't write your name on your clothes, people. But I could if I wanted to. That looks pretty good. I could write my name with that. Okay, last but not least, I want you to find me your number 6 bag from your kits. Ready, set, go. Okay, did you find it? I found mine. Good job, everybody. Now, let's get ready for the rest of Kids Church. I will see you soon. Make sure you have the stuff you grabbed, especially your number 6 bag. I'll see you in a little bit.
Hey City Kids, so glad you're joining us for church this morning. I'm Lily and we're gonna quickly go over our 4 core values. So stand up, and if you know them, shout them along with me. Okay, number 1, love God. We love God because God is love and He first loved us. Awesome. Number 2, love people. We love people because God loves all people. Great. Number 3, do your best. We do our best because then God does the rest. And number 4, best one, shout it really loud. Have fun. And we can have fun because God gives us joy. I stand before you now. The greatness of your
crashes over me, crashes over me. For you are for us, you are not against us. Champion of heaven, you made a way. As your love, in wave after wave, crashes over me, crashes over me. For you are for us, you are not against us. Champion of heaven, you made a way. Champion of heaven, you made a way for all to enter in. Every day in your hands, you were there before time began. Sovereign One, I rest in your plans. From the depths to the dawn, you are there, your promise is strong. I will trust with all that I am. Jesus, Jesus, oh how I need you. You stay the same. You are good in your ways. Jesus, Jesus, oh how I need you. You are enough. Oh, my trust is in you, Lord. Fashion me for my heart, search my soul, you know every thought. Love so great, but never too far. Through the storm, you're Dolman Sisters in!
Hey everybody, I'm Sydney.
And I'm Ava.
And today we're back with a new fun memory verse, so let's get right into it. First, we'll say it.
And then you'll repeat after us.
And then
We'll say it together. Joshua 1 verse 9. Have I not commanded you? Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid. Do not be discouraged. For the Lord your God will be with you wherever you go. Great job. Now, just repeat after us.
Joshua
1 verse 9. Have I not commanded you? Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid. Do not be discouraged. For the Lord your God will be with you wherever you go. Now we're going to say it all together. Joshua 1 verse 9. Have I not commanded you? Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid. Do not be discouraged. For the Lord your God will be with you wherever you go.
Thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time,
Bye! Dolman Sisters out!
Good morning, Oasis City kids. Welcome back. It's good to see you again. Maverick and I are here. Why don't you think of the best thing that happened to you this week? And at the count of 3, everyone is going to say what that is loudly. You yell it out at the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, that was a pretty good week. You had some great things happening. How are you today, Maverick? How was your week?
Phenomenal. I've been getting ready for a surf trip.
Good. Are you a surfer?
I wouldn't say I'm professional, but I'm professional.
A professional surfer?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Is
What
that
is-
why you're wearing the goggles?
Kind of. I'm a little bit afraid of getting water in my eyes,
Yeah, me too.
but they also make me look pretty cool.
They do. They go with your orange hair really well.
Thank you. I grew it myself.
Yes. Good. So are you practicing? Are you stretching for your surf trip?
Oh yeah, check this out. Watch this one.
Okay.
Now the other way. Puts me out of breath.
That's pretty amazing.
I know.
Is that going to help you fall off your surfboard?
I never fall. Except sometimes I've heard there's sea turtles and I get scared in the waves.
Okay.
So I jump off my board.
Into the water with the sea turtles?
They can't catch me. I'm a fast swimmer.
Okay, good. Well, today we are actually, funny coincidence, talking about being brave in the waves.
Oh, this could be useful.
This could be useful. Although we're not really talking about waves like the ocean waves that you're surfing on.
We're not?
No, it's a way of describing the bad things and hard things that we face in life.
Okay.
Well, I know a really good Bible story that will help us understand how to be brave in the waves. It's the story of Peter walking on water.
I've heard of this one.
Oh, good. Well, it's pretty cool. Well, this story is found in the Bible in Matthew chapter 14. Jesus was speaking to a large crowd. After a while, he sent his disciples ahead of him out on a boat while he stayed back to dismiss the crowd.
Now, as the boat got further and further into the water, the wind and waves got stronger and stronger. After a while, Jesus went out to his disciples walking on the water.
Wow! Jesus was walking on water?
Yeah, he was.
That's awesome!
I know.
Wait. Are you saying that for me to be brave in the waves, I have to walk on water?
I'm pretty sure that's not a thing.
I do not think I can do that. I don't think I can walk on water. I've tried slow, I've tried fast. I cannot do it.
You don't have to.
Oh,
Don't worry. I'm not saying you're going to walk on water, but it's pretty awesome that Jesus did. So when the disciples saw Jesus walking on water toward them, they were afraid. They didn't realize it was Jesus. So Jesus said, "Take courage. It is I. Don't be afraid." And Peter said, "Lord, if it's really you, tell me to come to you on the water." So Jesus said, "Come."
wow. So, Peter did it too? Did he walk to Jesus on the water?
Yeah.
What?
So if you look in your Bible in Matthew 14, 29 to 31, it says that Peter got down out of the boat, walked on water, and came toward Jesus. But when he saw the wind and the waves, he was afraid and began to sink. He cried out, "Lord, save me!" And immediately Jesus reached out his hand and caught him.
Whoa. So, Pastor Lindsay, why did Peter start to sink?
Well, Peter was facing waves, in his case, actual waves. When he took his eyes off of Jesus and looked at the waves, that's when he began to sink. He was focusing on the waves, on the things that were going on around him, instead of focusing on Jesus. You'll remember when he cried out, "Lord, save me," Jesus reached out and caught him. Jesus saved Peter from what was going on around him and pulled him out. You see, there are things that we face in life, things that seem kind of big and kind of scary, like the wind and waves. Just like those waves Peter faced, it can be really easy to look at those problems. But when we're looking at our problems and we feel like we're sinking, Jesus can pull us out. We just need to fix our eyes on him. No matter what's going on around us, Jesus will always be right there with us to help us, to pull us out, help us walk with him. Isn't that great?
That is awesome.
It is. See, we can be brave no matter what circumstances are around us. When we keep our eyes on Jesus, we can be brave in the waves. So what do waves look like in your life? What's something you're facing, kids, that might be really big and kind of scary? Maybe it's something going on in your family. Maybe it's something to do with friends or siblings. Maybe it's dealing with all the changes we've had in the last year and a half. Jesus is right there. And because Jesus is with you, you can keep your eyes on him and be brave in the waves. Would you guys all pray with me? Let's talk to God for just a minute and thank him for being with us in the waves, and ask him and decide to fix our eyes on him and look to him to be our helper. Will you join us, Maverick?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Dear Jesus, thank you that no matter what is going on around me, you are always with me. Would you help me to be brave in the waves? To be brave no matter what's happening around me, no matter what troubles are bothering me. I choose to look to you and give you my life. Please be with me. Help me. As I look to you, you stay with me and guide me and help me to keep walking. Thank you that I can be brave in the waves because I'm walking with you and you are helping me. In your name, amen.
Amen.
Thank you, kids, for joining us. Please remember, no matter what's going on around you, you can be brave in the waves because Jesus is with you. You just need to fix your eyes on him.
Hi Oasis City kids, it's Zoe again. You just saw me at our scavenger hunt, but we're gonna do something really fun. We're doing a science experiment. Sound fun? Give me a thumbs up if it sounds fun. Okay, so we just learned about Peter walking on water, and that was a miracle. I'm gonna teach you a science experiment where I make things that don't normally float. Does that sound fun? Okay. First, we need to learn a little bit about what we're doing. So I have a bowl of water here. Now, water, when it's not moving, is called stagnant. And stagnant water has a really cool thing to it called surface tension. So when water isn't moving, the top layer of the water likes to bind together a little bit tighter than it normally does. And it causes something called surface tension, where the top of the water is a little bit tighter than the water below, and it makes it very cool. And I'll show you how it works in a minute. Now, have you guys ever watched the Olympics? We have an Olympic Games coming up and it's gonna be really fun to watch. But one of my favorite events in the Olympics is the high dive. And they like to jump off of these giant platforms into a pool. And they do all these cool flips and tricks and it's really cool to watch. But the trick about that is they have to be careful of surface tension. And so what they do is they either shoot bubbles up at the last minute to break the tension, or they'll throw a towel down on the water to break it. Because if they don't, they could hurt themselves because surface tension is really cool and it causes the water to be very hard. Really cool, right? Because we like to splash water, right? Just like that. Okay, I'm gonna let this water settle. And while it's settling, I need you to grab your number 6-pack from your box. Now parents, we can do this inside if you want, or you could wait till later and you could try it out outside in a bowl or maybe a kiddie pool or even a full-size pool if you wanted to. Now we're gonna dump out our packs really carefully because last time I spilled. Fit in there. Okay, we have some things. I have some tin foil, a paper clip, a little kind of diamond thing. I want to keep that. Maybe I'll make some money off of it. A button, and one of these guys. And these guys are really cool because if you flick them, they'll jump for you. So we're gonna see which ones float and which ones sink. Now this game is called Float or Sink. Can you guess why? I can. Let's start with tinfoil. It's long and flat and narrow. What do you think? Float or sink? Float. Okay. You were right. It does float. I'm gonna dry this off because we're gonna use that in a minute. Let's see. How about this jewel? It's kind of diamondy thing. I'm definitely keeping this. Okay. Do you think float or sink? It feels kind of light. It's not a real rock. It's like a piece of plastic. Let's see. It sinks. Good try though. How about a button? Float or sink? Sink. And the frog guy. Float or sink? A little bit of both. It mostly floats. And the paper clip. Float or sink? It sinks. Okay, give me 1 sec to reset this, and then I'm gonna show you what surface tension does. So now the water's stagnant again, let's try finding the surface tension and seeing if we can use it. Do you remember this paper clip? The last time we dropped this paper clip into here, it sunk to the bottom. And that's because we broke the surface tension by dropping it from such a tall height. But what if we were really careful and tried not to break the surface tension? Let's see how that works. Do you think it'll float or sink? Now I'm gonna be super careful here. I'm actually gonna squat down so I can see the surface tension. If you ever look at a really full cup, you can see the surface tension because it goes above the lip of the cup. Look at that. Do you guys see it sink? No, because it's floating on the surface of the water. Because the surface tension is stronger than the weight of the paper clip. And so when you don't break the surface tension, it still has that nice and strong connection. and this paper clip is gonna sit right on top of that. Okay, so we got the paper clip to float. Let's try the button, because this is flat, right? I think it might work like the paper clip. What do you think? Let's try. So we're gonna squat down again. The water is still stagnant, so there's no mixing in the water, there's no breaking of the surface tension. Let's see if we can get it to float. It did not float, and that's because the weight of the button is stronger than the bond between the water molecules, right? So the surface tension is not stronger than the weight of the button. But what if we try to increase the surface tension? Now I have a good way to do that. You could use a piece of toilet paper, maybe paper towel. I'm gonna use this kind of like tissue paper right here, and I'm gonna rip it because I like to rip things just like that, okay? So we're gonna take this piece of tissue paper, and do you see how thin and light it is? If I dropped it, it would kind of float nicely. We're gonna stick this right on the surface tension. Now, let's see if it gets the button to float. It does, it floats. Isn't that cool? And so what the tissue paper does is it adds a little bit of strength to the surface tension. And because it's held up by the bonds, it's gonna sit right on top of that, and when you put things on, it's gonna increase the strength. Let's see if it handles this guy. Yeah. How about this guy? Yeah. How about this spoon? Do you think it'll hold up the spoon? It's flat. This is still pretty strong. Let's try. Not bad. That might just be the fact that it's balanced. I think I can do it with my finger, but not straight on. Okay, this is heavier than the surface tension. Thank you for joining me for my science experiment, and see you next week at Oasis City, kids.